It is a very big weekend for football in Maine because the high school football state championships for Class A, B, C, and D kick off tomorrow.
ArcMaine Sports Director Dave Eid joins us now with a breakdown of the matchups. Dave, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it.
I love it. It's great to be here.
Yeah,
great to be
fun.
here.
Now, you're going to be down there,
Yeah.
unfortunately in the rain.
Yeah.
And you're going to be shooting camera for these games. I mean, let's talk with Class A. I mean, this is such a huge matchup. I mean, if the weather was going to be perfect, you'd see probably 5,000 or 6,000 people down there. Just still have a big crowd, but it's a great matchup.
Well, first of all, I blame myself for the weather because we talked about what a beautiful fall it's been for the kids, and you know they've had we didn't have any rain Friday nights for the entire season.
And not too cold either, right?
No,
not
it's been beautiful. Weather will be an issue, but you're right, Jeff. This is the rematch from last year. Thornton Academy won by 10 last year in the state finals. Portland, though, played Thornton Academy during the regular season. The Bulldogs pulled out a 14-7 win. This is action from TA's win over Noble in the Class A South Finals. So Portland is a strong defensive team. They're very good. They're very big, very physical. This is the rematch everyone wanted in Class A. Portland really didn't have much of a challenge in the North this year. They were clearly the favorite, whereas Thornton Academy had a lot of challenges. Noble, we saw them in the regional finals. Bonnie Eagle had a great year as well. South Portland, it's going to be fun. It's going to be, you know, Portland likes to run the football. Thornton Academy can do a bunch of different things. They can throw it as well. With Wyatt Benoit at quarterback, and they've got great special teams as well.
And here's the deal too with Portland, Dave, is that Thornton Academy has won a few state championships over the last few years.
Yeah.
Portland hasn't won one in over 20 years.
Yeah,
right?
It's been a while, and they're really hoping this is the year. You know, this is their third straight trip to the state finals. A couple of years ago, they went in as a Class B North champion, lost to Skowhegan. Last year, they go in Class A, they lose to Thornton Academy. So the Bulldog Nation is hoping the third time's a charm.
All right, well, speaking of Class B, let's talk about this year's matchup for Class B, Falmouth and Kennebunk.
This is the one, I've been, as a fan, you want to see this couple of 10-0 teams. We know all about, these are highlights from Falmouth. And really, Katie, this is one of the big turnaround stories, I think, in all my years of covering high school football. They were 2-6 last year. They had to forfeit a game last year because they didn't have enough healthy bodies. Oh, wow. They have a completely full roster. The whole community is energized. We covered a few Friday nights out there. It is such an event going to a Falmouth game now. There's tailgating, there's face painting, they got, all sorts of things going on. On the field, they've had a phenomenal run. They like to throw the ball a little bit more than Kennebunk, as far as moving the ball up and down the field. Trey's been fantastic at quarterback, Indy Backman at running back, but the Kennebunk Rams are the defending champs for a reason. They don't beat themselves. Very solid football team. They love to run the football, move the sticks, keep the clock moving, and before you know it, they got 36 on the board, and you're like, what just happened? So Keith Noel's done a phenomenal job there, taking over for Joe Rafferty, who retired a few years ago. They're a very, very solid football game. They love the elements, the rain. So I think that's going to be a great football game.
Yeah.
Earlier before the football season started, you did a story on the Falmouth coach. I mean, this is a new coach. Do you think he brought in some fresh air to that program, or what?
I think so. And I've talked to Spencer all season long. He's just infectious, really, with positivity. The kids really seem to feed off of him and his leadership, and really the whole coaching staff. And like I said, it's just been a total culture change there. And really, hats off to the community. The boosters have really gotten behind the program as well. like I said, it's just a lot of fun going there on a Friday
love
night.
it.
So I'm sure that the fans will turn out tomorrow despite the
Yes.
the
Oh, they
elements.
will.
And they have a new nickname. Instead of the Yachtsmen, of the Navigators.
The Navigators,
Oh, I love
yeah,
that.
Navigators.
Navigate the field.
Yeah.
All right, we've also got the championship game for Class C tomorrow, and that involves Freiburg Academy.
Yeah, Freiburg Academy, so we go back to earlier in the season. Freiburg Academy, these are highlights against Falmouth. Freiburg Academy, the Class C South champion. Freiburg Academy almost won that game. They lost by a point. They're a very good football team. And guys, we don't talk about this enough. Last year, Levitt was the dominant team in the entire state. Class A, B, C, D, it didn't matter. Freiburg Academy almost beat them in the Class C South Championship game at Levitt. Wow. They're a very, very good football team, well coached, and they have some unfinished business. They want to go ball.
And talking to people in high school football out there, this is the one game they think that state championship game that might not be as competitive as the other three.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to say because I never really liked making predictions because it doesn't take much for a team. They're all great teams. They're here for a reason. You get an early turnover or something weird happens, you're not
Someone
really
slips in the rain, who knows?
and all of a sudden, and a lot of these teams haven't been behind all season long. So what happens then? If you do fall behind 7-0 early, and oh my goodness, we haven't been in this situation all year. So I think that's something to consider, but they've been the class. Herman, I've seen them on the highlights. They're a very good team as well. They can throw the football. They put up some great numbers offensively this year. So we'll see how that one goes up in Lewiston.
Katie mentioned it, weather, the great equalizer, right?
Yeah,
A little rain.
it really is. It really is. Yeah.
What's going to happen?
And we got the Class D. Thornton and Portland is a rematch. So is Class D. Wells and Foxcroft Academy. Now, last year, Foxcroft Academy had a 21-0 lead over Wells at the break, and Wells came storming back. One of the great comebacks we've ever seen. So the Warriors pulled that out. So Foxcroft Academy's got a little unfinished business. Wells wants to go back-to-back in Class D. So I think that's going to be a little rivalry there that's been building.
Any surprises you think that we'll see this weekend at all?
I don't think so. I think, the teams, from talking to some of the players and the coaches throughout the week, they're going to do what got them here. You know what I mean? I don't think you're going to see any surprise razzle-dazzles or anything like that, especially with the weather being as is. I just hope that my camera's still working by
the rain gear, the cover, and all of that.
Oh, we started on that yesterday.
Good.
What a project that is.
I know. It's not necessarily fun, but it is going to be fun tomorrow. So you're going to be there working to get the highlights from all the games. When can people catch you? Where are you going to be?
Well, I'll be at Fitzpatrick Stadium, and we'll also have coverage in Lewiston as well, and we'll have all the highlights for you tomorrow night on CBS 13 and Fox 23.
Is this the first year they've had state championship games in Lewiston?
No, they did that last year
too? Okay.
And I love the MPA did that where they split it up years ago. There was a Friday night game
in Orono,
yeah, in Orono. This is so much better because it gives C and D their big 11 2:30 games as well. Beautiful venue there, Don Roof Field, Lewiston High School, and Fitzpatrick Stadium's always been home for usually Class A and Class B.
Right. Good luck to all the teams.
Yeah,
good luck to
all the
you
teams.
with staying dry tomorrow.
I'll tell you, this is one of the most fun years I've had covering high school
That's
football.
awesome.
Because it hasn't rained.
Hearing that.
Well, the
Good
kids,
football, right?
the kids and the coaches are
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah, you're going to be dressed
Very
up like
exciting.
it's hurricane coverage or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
You
treat
may not
yourself.
even know it's me.